Hello and welcome back for Season 1, Round 2 of the Solo Champions League. Solo Champions League is a lot like the Solo Crisis League, except we use Marvel Champions instead of the DC Comics deck building game. This setup is we're stuck with She-Hulk, where we can use whatever aspect we want. The adversary is going to be Ultron plus under attack as the additional threat. So yes, it's going to be basically the same deck I used last time, except with the She-Hulk specific cards. The reason I chose this is I was testing out a few different aspects to see which one I wanted to go with for my actual game attempts, and I came really close a lot of times with leadership, but I decided to go eventually with justice because, well, this has 3 different schemes on it that can come out, and I'm nervous that it's gonna build up to a dangerous point where I'm gonna be overwhelmed. So what I've decided to do is do She-Hulk with Justice. So let's see how it goes. She-Hulk starts with 6 cards in her deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we should make sure we get our scheme set up. This is the Crimson Cowl. Claw's mysterious red-hooded employer is really the genocidal android Ultron. If you play them in order, it makes sense, but we're not. So, setup. Put the Ultron drone's environment into play, shuffle the encounter deck, advance to stage 1B. There's stage 1B. Let's get our Ultron drones out there. What the Ultron drones do is, each face-down drone minion engaged with a player has a base scheme of 1, a base attack of 1, and a base hit points of 1. Forced response. After a face-down drone minion is defeated, place that card in the owner's discard pile. So what drones are? Drones are cards literally right off the top of my deck. They'll go out here and they'll act like a regular minion from the encounter deck. And they just have like 1 across the board on all stats, so they're easy to defeat. Now, do I have to put one out? Each player puts the top card of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone minion. So yes, I do start with a drone in play. That's not so bad because with She-Hulk, it'll go away really quick when we switch to her She-Hulk side. So we have our 6 cards. Let's see. Do I want to do any mulligans? Mulligans is not something I messed with much last time, but it is something I'm going to mess with this time. Ooh. Interrogation Room is a good one. Why is Interrogation a good one? Because every time I defeat a minion, I can take 1 threat off a scheme. There's going to be a lot of these minions. So that's going to help quite a bit. Anything else I want to do? Let's see. I want to use that and that. I'm just already planning out how I want to play these. And, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not going to do a mulligan this time. We're going to stick with how it is. So I'm going to give myself energy, and I'm going to give myself the +1 thwart card. She-Hulk does not have a great thwart stat, and it's going to help to have that in the long run. And I'm also going to spend Superhuman Law to get Interrogation Room out here. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We go to we go to She-Hulk. Now, do you even lift? Response. After you change to this form, deal 2 damage to an enemy. These guys only take 1 damage, so it's going to go, bam, right back in my deck. And then we can do an attack. We will attack Ultron directly for 3 damage, bringing him from 17 down to 14. And then I'll discard my surveillance team to play 1-2 punch. That allows me to, after you make a basic attack, using your attack, ready She-Hulk. So She-Hulk is ready. I can play her again, and I will. I'm just going to go ahead and bam. 3 more. So we did 6 damage in that first turn, which really is not bad. I've had much worse turns in this game, much worse turns of She-Hulk for sure. So let's go ahead and get our 4 cards. We get a 4-card hand for her She-Hulk side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's that. Villain's turn. We get 1 threat on the main scheme. Do I have to do anything else? No, that's just when revealed. I really don't want that to flip over, but I'm sure it will. Don't have to do anything for this. Now he's going to attack. So his attack is 2. And after Ultron attacks you, choose either place 1 threat in the main scheme or put the top card of your deck into play face down, engaged with you as a drone. Okay. We're going to let him attack, and we're going to take the damage. She-Hulk is built to take a lot of damage. Additionally, she has a really cool card that can take all the damage that you've taken during the game and apply directly to the villain. So you start with 15 health. If you get down to 2 health, you can in one shot do 13 damage to Ultron, which is something I really want to do. If I can win playing that card, I'll feel much better about myself. So let's go ahead and take that attack. So it's a 2 attack plus... Oh, no, nope, nothing from that booster card. So just 2 damage. 1, 2. And I do have to take a drone out in front of me because of that. Now we'll get our encounter card and get ready for turn 2. Repair sequence. When revealed, Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. Well, he's going to gain 2 health, but we took off, what was it, 6 health last turn? So I'm not too worried about that. Not worried at all. Alright. I haven't even looked at what my cards are this turn. I have another 1-2 punch, so that's good. 1-2 punch is good. These two together are pretty good. Not like Tenacity and Enhanced Physique are not great cards by themselves, but if you can have both of them out, you're in pretty good shape. Doesn't look like I'll be able to do that this time, though. Looks like what we're going to have to do is sacrifice some of these cards that I really don't want to, honestly. We're going to attack with She-Hulk on this. Get rid of that drone. Now, when we do that, we get to, after you defeat a minion, exhaust Interrogation Room, remove 1 threat from a scheme. So that was kind of like, normally I wouldn't waste She-Hulk's attack on just that one thing, but I really wanted to be able to say, hey, not going to go to the next scheme here. Let's stay on the first one for as long as possible. I don't really want to sacrifice any of these, so this is tempting. Spend a resource, discard this card, ready your hero. So that's not too great. We'll go ahead and spend that. I really want Nick Fury, but I can't afford him. So we're going to spend Tenacity for 1-2 punch. 1-2 punch readies She-Hulk. And she's going to do another attack. So that is 3 attack on Ultron, bringing him down to 10. That's fine. I can take that. I'm tempted to go over to my Jessica Walters side. If I do that, he's going to scheme this turn, though, and I don't know if I want to take that hit. It only has a max of 3, so that's not really ideal. But I don't really want these cards stuck in my hand with only... We're going to take the chance. We're going to take the chance to go to Jessica Walters' side, ready everything up, and take steal. What is it? Hands up to 6 size. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Now normally at the beginning of the villain phase, 1 threat goes on the scheme, but because of Jennifer Walters' I object ability, when threat would be placed on a scheme, prevent 1 of that threat. I can only do that once per round, but we can do it, so let's do it. So now he's going to scheme. He has a scheme of 1 plus the booster card of 2. That's all 3. That's exactly what I feared. We are now on to Assault on NORAD. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone. Advance to stage 2B. Force response. After placing threat here, during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into face down, engaged with them as a drone minion. I really wish I was Thor this week. That's something I've been thinking about all the time. I've been thinking about all the time I've been planning this. I really wish I was playing Thor because all these minions are exactly what he's built for. So then he's going to send me a encounter card, and we'll get ready for turn 3. Let's see what this encounter card does for us. Rage of Ultron. That doesn't sound good. We are in alter ego form. Ultron schemes. Discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way. Ooh, that's dangerous. So he's going to scheme, so that's going to be 1 scheme plus 2 boosters. That is going to be 3 scheme. That is not great. And then it was what? When advanced, blah, blah, is defeated, blah, blah. That's not the one I played. Where is it? There it is. Discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way. I have to discard 3 cards. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, well, we tried and we doomed ourselves, it seems. That happens. All right, so we are going to go. Do I have anything I want to do in alter ego form? I could do legal practice, but I'm not going to. We're going to go to alter ego She-Hulk. She-Hulk does 2 damage as soon as she appears, getting rid of this drone and dealing 2. And then that would deal. We would exhaust interrogation room and get rid of 1 of the threat on assault on NORAD. There's that. Now we have this whole hand here we can do fancy things with. Hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, let's do it. We're going to play all 4 of this. And we're going to play Nick Fury out here. Nick Fury, after Nick Fury enters play, choose 1. I can either remove 2 threat from a scheme. I can draw 3 cards or deal 4 damage to the enemy. Let's go ahead and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. You can do a lot with 3 cards. So, we're going to spend our 1, 2, 3. We got 2 damage, or 2 energy from Genius there. And we're going to put Focused Rage out and play it. We exhaust it and we get to draw a card, but we also take 1 damage in the process. Whoops. Then we're going to use Nick Fury to attack Ultron. He's going to take 1 damage doing so, but he's going to do 2 damage to Ultron, bringing him down to 8. Not the worst game ever, but so far I could have done better a few times. All right, and we'll do another attack of She-Hulk to bring him down to 5. So we have a little bit of a board building here, and that's going to help us in the long run. Now Nick Fury, he's not going to last past this turn. He only shows up for a turn and then he's gone. So hands up to 4, and that's not a great hand. I'm not excited about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend of Nick Fury this turn when the time comes. First off, we have to put 1 threat on the scheme because we are in She-Hulk form, so we can't stop that. Then he's going to attack. We're going to defend him Nick Fury. So his attack is going to be 2, 3 damage. That's obviously more than enough to take out Nick Fury. And we have to put a card out here as a minion for him attacking us. Then we'll get our encounter card for the turn, which is Concussive Blast. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each friendly character. Well, I am a friendly character to myself, I suppose. Alright, down to my turn. We're going to go ahead and do Focused Rage again, dealing 1 damage to ourselves, but drawing a card in the process. Let's see, what do we got? Anything good? There's some good stuff here. I like what I see. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting turn. We'll do that. Okay, we're going to use our 3 attack to take out this minion and exhaust Interrogation Room, which will get 1 threat off of the scheme. Then we will spend this. We'll spend First Aid in order to use 1-2 punch to ready up She-Hulk. She's ready to go again. Then we'll spend both of these, the Power of Justices, for Superhuman Strength. Apply that to She-Hulk here. She-Hulk gets +2 attack. After She-Hulk attacks, discard Superhuman Strength, stun the attacked player. So she gets 3 attack +2. That's 5 damage, which is exactly what Ultron has left. So he's down to 0 health. This is gone. Ultron's stunned as we go into Phase 2 of Ultron. Now, in Phase 2, when Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play face down and engage with you as a drone minion. Until the end of the attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone engaged with you. So now he's getting a bonus from all the drones that he gets out there. And he has 22 health now, which is obviously more than before. I still get another attack, right? Or did I use it? No, I used it already with that. Yep, that's gone. Let's ready everyone up. Should I? We're going to go over to Jessica Walter's side to get 6 cards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, Jennifer Walters. I keep saying Jessica Walters. I don't know why. There we go. Now there's Gamma Slam. That is a card I want to use. That is a card I very much want to use, and we will. So, one threat goes on the main scheme, but because we are Jennifer Walters, we will block that with I object. I object. Now, we have to scheme as Ultron. Ultron has scheme of now 2 plus the boost cards. 2 plus 1 is 3 more scheme. That's halfway through the Assault on NORAD scheme. After placing threat here during step 1, oh, we didn't add threat during step 1, so that doesn't apply. Sweet. He's not going to attack me, but we will have an encounter card. And that encounter card says, when revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Anything I can do? Just try and see if there's anything I can do this turn. That would be fun. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it. We're going to spend our 2 strength here. Oh, we have to be a hero for it first. So first off, let's go ahead. We'll switch to hero form, which does 2 damage, gaining us this card back, and taking 1 off of the main threat with Interrogation Room. We'll go ahead and we'll spend Focus Rage, doing another damage to us, bringing us down to 9 health. But drawing a card. Hey, there's Jessica Jones. Maybe that's where I'm making the mistake. Okay. We will spend strength for justice. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Okay. That is 3 threat off of Assault on NORAD. Goodbye. It's not a great... I have Gamma Slam, which is the card I'm kind of saving up for, but I don't know if I want to use it yet. So here's what we'll do. We will do another attack of She-Hulk. So that's going to be 3 attack, bringing this 22 down to 19. Then I'm going to play 1... Oops, come back. Come back. I swear I need you. 1, 2, and 3 in order to play Split Personality. Action, change your form, flip your identity card, then draw up to your printed hand size. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta get another card in here, so I have to get an extra encounter card. Whenever you have to shuffle your deck, you do get an extra encounter card for next turn. 2 encounter cards is not fun, so I'm not really looking forward to it, but we need that 6th card. Need it. Hopefully there's some allies in there, because allies we'll be able to use right now. But 1 more card's all I get. We do have Mockingbird. Ooh, we have Avengers Mansion. So this is a pretty good turn. Let's go ahead. We will spend 4 justice, legal practice, and surveillance team to get... no, we're not going to do that. No, we'll do it for this. Yes, there's all 4 of these in order to play Avengers Mansion. Then we'll use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Okay. That'll be the end of our turn. We'll draw up to our 6 cards. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that's going to be a pretty good... I'm looking forward to next turn. That looks pretty good. Bring everyone back here. We'll use I object to stop our initial threat on the scheme. Then he's going to scheme, so that's 2 plus 1 is 3 more threat on Assault on NORAD. And then we have to do our encounter cards. So turn 6 is coming up, but we have 2 encounter cards to do first. Attach it to Ultron Drone's environment. Each Ultron Drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit point. Okay. Then, attach to the villain. Force response. After the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. Exhaust your hero and spend 2 punch resources to discard this card. We might end up doing that because that is a dangerous card for him to have. After this villain takes damage. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. We are going to flip over, which is going to do 2 damage to Ultron, but he's going to take a tough status card in the process. Okay. He's stunned, but he's still tough. Then we'll play Avengers Mansion to draw a card. And we'll play Focused Rage to draw another card, but deal ourselves 1 more damage. Now we've got a pretty plentiful hand here. Just got to see what we want to do with it. I don't have anything to ready up She-Hulk, so I can only use her once. Given that that's the case, maybe we should get Daredevil out there. 1 Daredevil to deal 1 damage to an... That's actually perfect. That's exactly what we're going to do. So 2, 3, and 4 to get Daredevil out here. So, after Daredevil thwarts, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we will thwart with Daredevil. Thwart. Taking 2 threat off of the main scheme. Thwart. And then he'll do 1 damage to an enemy. That 1 damage is just enough to get rid of that tough status card. So that's a good start. Oh, I doomed myself. I thought I'd have enough to buy Gamma Slam, but I do not. So what we'll do is we will spend these 2 here to at least get She-Hulk's superhuman strength out. That's a good start. And we'll deal all the damage with that. So that is 3, 4, 5 damage, and it would stun him again, but he's already stunned. So it is just going to be the 5 damage. So that 19, what was he at? It was, oh, I forgot where he was. Oh no, I just started spinning. I think he was at 17, bringing him down to 12. That sounds right. Okay, that's gone. We're going to keep Gamma Slam. Go ahead and draw up to our 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. That's all right. All right, 1 threat goes on the scheme this time. And what was it? After placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck in the face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Okay, there's a drone minion. Now, what is it with drone minions now? They all get +1 attack and +1 hit point. Not cool. Not cool. That's okay. We're going to take as much damage as we can this time, so that the next turn here, we Gamma Slam and we just defeat Ultron. Ultron goes to attack, but he can't because he's stunned, but he's no longer stunned. But now the minion's going to attack, dealing 2 more damage. 1, 2. Bring us down to 6 health. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our new encounter card out here, getting ready for turn 7. Swarm attack. Each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. If no attacks are made this way, this is actually perfect. The reason this is perfect is because it's only increasing the effectiveness of Gamma Slam. Gamma Slam does, like I said, I start at 15 health. I'm now at 4, which means it's going to be 11 damage to Ultron. He only has 12 left. This is going to be a wonderful, easy turn. Okay, we're back to my turn. We will play Avengers Mansion to draw a card. We will play Focus Rage to take a damage, but also draw 1 more card. All right. Just trying to see if there's anything else I want to do with my turn. Not quite. Okay, we will... I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. We will... What's the best way? I have Daredevil here. He can thwart or he could attack. I'm going to be able to afford anything I want with that. So here's what we'll do. We will thwart with Daredevil. And when Daredevil thwarts, deal 1 damage to enemy. So yeah, he will thwart with him. So he's going to take 1 damage himself, but he's going to take 2 threat off of Assault on NORAD. And he's going to do 1 damage, we'll say, to Ultron himself, bringing his 12 down to an 11. Then She-Hulk is going to attack this right here, this minion. Bam. And then exhaust interrogation room and take another threat off of assault on NORAD. Then we'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4 for Gamma Slam. Boom. Deal X damage to the enemy to a maximum of 15. X is the amount of damage you have sustained. I started with 15 health. I now have 3. That's 12 damage. He has 11 life left. Ultron is defeated. That's not bad. I have lost every single other game I've played of this deck. So for the first one on camera to succeed, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to pick this up, set it up. We have 2 more attempts at this exact setup tonight, and that'll be that. So I'm just going to set up, clean up, and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back and we are ready for attempt number 2 with Justice Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, versus Ultron and Under Attack. As usual, I am the hero. I get to go first. I draw up to 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I should say my hand size is 6. The Crimson Cowl means put the Ultron drone's environment into play, shuffle the encounter deck, advance to stage 1B. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. So I start out with 1 drone minion in play. That's not exactly what I wanted. Gamma Slam is not something you want super early in the game. I'll be holding it the entire time, so I'm just going to discard it now. Anything else I want to discard? Let's go ahead and discard Under Surveillance, because I'm not really going to use that one so early. Actually, that would be really good early on in the game, because that one only takes 3 to bust, so this one adding 4 to it, better than I originally gave it credit for. So we're just going to discard the 1. We'll go ahead and we will draw our additional card. Perfect. We will play the Power of Justice to get Under Surveillance out here. So this normally breaks once there's 3 threat on the scheme, moving us on to the second step. But Under Surveillance on there makes it an additional 4, so it has to reach 7. That's more than double what it started at. Its normal peak, its normal height, its normal breaking point. That's going to help us a lot, trust me. What else we got? I can go ahead and I can get Heroic Intuition back, but we didn't use it at all last game is the problem. That's why I'm kind of torn on it. So what we will do, we will switch to Jennifer Walters. Switch to She-Hulk from Jennifer Walters, which will defeat this character here. And we can remove it. Oh, we can't do that. We don't have the interrogation room stat anymore. I have a few different choices here. I'm trying to pick what the best one is for me. I think I want to spend 1, 2, 3 to play Split Personality, change your form, flip over to Identity card, then draw up to your printed hand size. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. We can work with this stuff here. Surveillance team would be helpful. For Justice isn't going to do anything, so let's do it. Let's do Surveillance team out there. We can put 3 counters on Surveillance team. Once per turn, we can remove one of those counters and exhaust Surveillance team to remove 1 threat from a scheme. That's good. I can't afford these other 2, unfortunately. And I can't switch forms because I already did once and I only got to do the second time because the card allowed me to. So we will draw up to 6 cards again. 4, 5, 6. That's not great cards. Not great cards at all. 1 threat goes on the scheme, but I object. No threat going on the scheme right there. Then Ultron schemes. He has a scheme of 1 plus our booster of... boost. Choose to either spend a lightning bolt resource to put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage if you, or put the top card of you face down. You know what? We're just going to take that minion. Minions aren't so bad for She-Hulk, so I'm just going to allow it. But that is going to be 1 threat on the scheme still. Boop. Then we have our encounter card, bringing us to turn 2. When revealed in Alter Ego, this card gains Surge. So it gains Surge, which means we just play the next card instead. Rage of Ultron, great. Ultron schemes, discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way. So his scheme is 1 plus just the 1. That's not so bad. And then have to discard 1 card. I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. Just trying to figure out my best option here. Well, first off, we are going to switch to She-Hulk, which is going to defeat this character. Goodbye. I'm considering putting Tenacity out. That would get me more attacks with She-Hulk per turn. And there's no problem with that. But Hellcat is good too. So is Jessica Jones. We're going to take the chance on Jessica Jones, because she has 2 attack. Okay. Then we will use Surveillance Team once to get rid of 1 threat on this scheme. We will use Jessica Jones. She'll take 1 damage, but she'll do 2 damage to Ultron in the process. We will use She-Hulk, doing 3 damage to Ultron, bringing him down to 12 now. And I'm considering, do I want to put Tenacity out here? It might help. You know what, there might be a turn later in the game where I just need a second attack with She-Hulk to make things happen. And we're going to just hope that's true. It's not always true. We're going to hope it is this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You only get 4 cards for your hand when you are She-Hulk. That's better. I wish I had some of those other cards now, but I'll take what I have. Alright, 1 threat goes on the scheme. Then Ultron's going to attack. It is going to be 2 attack, 3 damage. I don't normally defend with She-Hulk. I would like to take the damage just so I can use Gamma Slam later. Gamma Slam! And we'll do an encounter card, bringing us up to turn 3. Ooh, a new scheme. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Place 1 threat here for each drone minion in play. So that's going to start with 5. Yep, 5 threat on it. 3, 4, 5. And has an accelerator token, which is going to do me a little bit more than I'd like over there. A little bit more than I'm comfortable with. Okay. We're going to use 1, 2, and 3 to get Focused Rage out here. Okay. We'll use Surveillance Team. Take 1 threat off of this scheme here. And we're going to use... We're going to use Jessica Jones here. She's going to take 1 damage, but she's going to take 1 threat off of Crimson Cowl. And then we'll use She-Hulk to do another thwart. Maybe she'll do an attack. What do we want to do? Just thinking. I think we're going to do the thwart, just to take 1 more threat off of there. And we are going to switch to the Jessica Walters side. Jessica Jones, Jennifer Walters. Different people. Gotta get that straight. You just gotta. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards I get to start with. Alright, 2 threat would go on there right now because the acceleration token, but I object and only 1 is going to go out. Then Ultron's going to scheme. He has... Do I have anything in my hand that can stop that? I do not. I do have Interrogation Room for next turn, though, and that's a good thing. He's going to scheme, though, so that's 1 plus 2 threat going on the scheme. 2 threat. There it is, all 2. Then we get to do an encounter card, bringing us to turn 4. That encounter card reads Advance Ultron Drone. When Advance Ultron Drone is defeated, the engage... Wait, I forgot to do 1 scheme right here for having a minion out here. Sorry. Guard. When Advanced Ultron is defeated, the engaged player puts the top card of their deck into play face down of them as a drone. Okay. Not cool, man. Not cool. How do we want to handle this? Well, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to switch over to this side. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Not yet. Not yet. Give me a second here. We're going to play Superhero, or we're going to discard Superhero Law Division to play Interrogation Room. That's right there. Then we'll switch over to She-Hulk, taking out this minion, exhausting Interrogation Room to take one threat off of the main scheme. So that's, we're going to call that an illusion of progress at least. Then we'll use Focused Rage to take a damage and draw a card. Now what do I want to do? Yeah, I think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get Daredevil out here. There's another Daredevil out here. I really liked how he helped us last time, so we're going to do it again. He's going to attack. After Daredevil thwarts, deal 1 damage to an enemy, so he's going to thwart, and he'll take 2 threat off of Drone Factory. And he'll deal 1 damage to Advanced Ultron Drone. Yeah, that's what we're going to do there. Then She-Hulk will attack him. 1, 2, 3 is enough to defeat him. Now, what was it when he is defeated? The engaged player puts the top card of their deck as a minion drone. Great. There's that. I have Jessica Jones here. She could attack and take that out. Do I want that to be the case, though? I also have to do 1 damage to Daredevil. If she takes it out, that's going to be less problems later. But you're going to get... I really need to do some damage to him, too. What's the best here? I think we need to... I think we're going to use her for defense this... No, I don't need to use her for defense. Because I need to take the damage. So we're going to... Yeah, she's going to attack, and she's going to get rid of this minion. That's exactly what she's going to do. That's what she's going to do. But she is gone because of that. That was her last attempt. We'll get Daredevil in her spot. Oh, and Surveillance Team will finish off, and we'll take 1 threat off the main scheme. Haven't used Tenacity yet, which makes me regret purchasing it, as usual. As usual. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty much par for the Tenacity course. Alright. 2 threats going to go on the scheme. Bringing it to 4, but it can handle 7. So that's not so bad. Then he's going to attack. In his attack, we're just going to take it. We're not going to defend. We're going to take it. So it's 2 attack plus 1. Brings us to 3 damage. So from 11 down to 8 health. It's not so bad. Then we have to do an encounter card in preparation for round 5. Android Efficiency. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down. Oh wait, I had to put one out when Ultron attacked too. Yep. Each player puts the top card of the main deck into play face down, engage with them as a minion drone. So that's 2 minion drones. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. Alright, my turn. We'll use Focused Rage to draw another card and take 1 damage. Daredevil, after thwart, deals 1 damage, so he will do 2 thwart to the... We'll get rid of Drone Factory. We're going to end that. That's no longer a thing. Get rid of this advancement token. And he's going to do 1 damage in the process. We'll get rid of this minion here. After you defeat a minion, exhaust interrogation, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Goodbye. That was a very good turn. Thank you, Daredevil. No prob. my Daredevil voice. I've been working really hard on it. Thank you for joining. Let's see. For Justice. That's a pretty good one, but not one I need right now. We could go all out for Nick Fury and just see what happens. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Spent that. Get Nick Fury out here and draw 3 cards. There's only 2 to draw. We're going to get an additional encounter card for next turn and shuffle our discard pile for that 3rd card. Boom. Shuffle it. Shuffle music. Shuffle music, shuffle. You're welcome. That's what you're here for, I know. All right, here we go. One more card. Boom. That's a lot of energy. That is a lot of energy. I'll give it that. I will give it that. Okay. We have to do some damage. Ultron's gone too long. He's at 12 health. He started at 17. I did, what, 6 damage in the first turn last attempt? Not quite this time. Let's go ahead. We will do the attack of Nick Fury. Taking 1 damage. He will do the attack on... Let's go ahead and have him attack. Let's get rid of this minion. Right? Yeah, we should get rid of the minion. We don't want those building up. And we'll have She-Hulk attack Ultron for 3 damage. Bringing him down from 12 to 9. And we will spend this energy, this power of justice, for a 1-2 punch, readying up She-Hulk. Actually, you know what? We won't. Never mind. We will spend the 1-2 punch because it has this punch ability here. Spend a resource. Spend a punch resource and discard this card. Ready your hero. We actually use tenacity. And we get to keep the energy cards for next turn. Always thinking. Alright, 3 more damage to Ultron. Brings him down to 6. That's a prettier number. That's more where I like to see him. There we go. We will defend of Nick Fury this turn. That's going to happen. Just because he's kind of expendable. Might as well use him. Ready everything up here. Where you put 1 threat on the scheme. He's going to attack. Nick Fury is going to defend. Nick Fury is going to die. And yeah, that's a lot of damage. He did 5 damage, so bye Nick Fury. Do get another minion in the process. And we have 2 encounter cards to do before turn 6. Now we beat him on what? Turn 7 last time and we're still in round 1? Yeah. Concussive Blast. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each friendly character. That is a goodbye to Daredevil. He only had 1 health left. And 1 more damage to She-Hulk also. Okay, what else we got? Advanced. When revealed, the villain scheme. So the villain has a scheme of 1. Plus 1 from this, I believe. Yep, so he's got scheme of 2, 3, 4. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough. Yep, he broke the scheme. We are moving on. Moving on. Let's see. Goodbye, Crimson Cowl. I think Under Surveillance still stays out there. Any attachments usually, or any upgrades and stuff usually follow it. So when revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck face down, engage them as a minion drone. Okay. Forced response. Okay, we'll deal with that when the time comes. When the time comes. All right, here we go. We will. Hero action here. Yep, we are going to draw a card, but we're going to take a damage also. Boop. Bringing down to 5 health. I have a Great for Justice card, which I really wish was still in play from earlier, but it wasn't in there. It wasn't in there. All right, we're going to blend 1, 2, 3 power to put out. I'm going to keep the 4 Justice just in case. Get a Superhero Law Division for another Focus Rage, taking another damage and drawing another card. There's Gamma Slam. That's what I wanted. So now Gamma Slam's in play, and hopefully we get to use it soon. Let's go ahead and... How do we want to do this? I guess we will use She-Hulk to do 3 damage to Ultron, bringing him down to 3. Or you know what? Let's not. Let's leave him at 6, and we'll take out one of these guys. Yeah, that's. I hope better. I hope that's better. And then we're gonna switch over to the Jennifer Walters side, and we're gonna get everything back, and we're gonna draw up to 6 cards. 4, 5, and 6. That is a just as heavy deck. Just as heavy. All right, and so 1 threat would go on the scheme. But we're going to use Jennifer Walters' eye object ability to not put threat on the scheme. Then the villain's going to scheme. So that's 1, 2 of the drone, bringing it to 3 threat total. Boop. Then we have an encounter card. Under attack. When revealed, each player chooses to either place 2 threat here or deal 3 damage to their hero. We'll take the 3 damage, actually. As crazy as that sounds. I know, 3 damage. Jennifer Walters is now at 1 of 15 health. Hopefully on her way to a very effective Gamma Slam turn. But not yet. Not yet, I say. We will heal as Jennifer Walters for 5 damage, bringing her up to 6. We will switch to this side, defeating this minion, and using Interrogation Room to get rid of 1 threat from under attack here, right? It says 1 threat from a scheme. Perfect. That's the one we're going for. We have to get rid of under attack before assault on NORAD. That's what this little exclamation mark means, if you're curious. Then, since we got that health, boom, boom. 2 more damage to ourselves, but drawing 2 cards in the process. Just trying to figure things out as usual. Okay, we'll spend the Power of Justice with... I have 2 copies of 4 Justice, so that to get Jessica Jones out here. Jessica Jones gets +1 thwart for each side scheme in play. We will use her 2 thwart to get rid of under attack. She'll take 1 damage in the process. Then we'll spend 4 Justice to ready up. We'll do 1-2 punch to get She-Hulk back. She's going to attack for 3 damage, bringing Ultron down to 3 health. And guess what? We will spend another 1 to get the other 1-2 punch out here and do another 3 damage. And that 3 damage will defeat Wave 1 of Ultron. We are on turn 7. Not pretty at all. Not even, particularly beneficial. Even at this stage, it's going to be pretty bad. We are at stage 2 of Ultron, though, and he starts with 22 health. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your main deck and face down engage with you as a drone. Yep, the usual drone talk. You know how it is. Do I want to switch over? I don't think I can because I switched to She-Hulk this turn, so we have to stay here. 2, 3, and 4. We have to add 1 threat to the scheme. Then Ultron's going to attack. When Ultron attacks you. I think it is when... The other one says after, so he just goes out at the same time. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage you as a drone. Until the end of the attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone engaged with you. So we're going to actually defend with Jessica Jones. As crazy as that sounds, I know I've said many times, I don't do that. I'm doing that. We're doing that. Trust me here. So he's going to attack for 2, 3 with this drone here, and deal 1 damage to each character you control. Yeah, good thing I did that. Goodbye, Jessica Jones. That's that. Then he will attack with this drone for 1, bringing me down to 2 health. Yikes. And okay. Here we go. We can do this. We can do this. We are going to use Focused Rage to take us down from 2 health down to 1 health, but that's going to allow us to draw 1 card. Then we're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 health, 4 cards to use Gamma Slam. Deal X damage to the enemy to a maximum of 15. X is the amount of damage you have sustained. I have sustained 14 damage because I started at 15. So 14 from 22 is going to leave him with 7 health. That's exactly what I wanted to do. 7 health. I've been holding on to that Gamma Slam long enough. I deserved it. I deserved it, I say. We will attack. What do I want to attack? I could attack this here, which would get 1 more scheme off of there. I think that's what I want to do. Or I could just turn over and heal now. Healing me would allow me to use Focused Rage next turn. We're going to do that. We're going to do the Focused Rage one. So we're going to go over here, and then we'll use our 5 for recovery, bringing us up to 6 health. Ending our turn there, readying everything up, and drawing up to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 1 scheme goes on for beginning of the villain's phase, but I object. That's not happening right now. Now, Ultron's going to scheme. He gets 1 scheme from the drone, plus an additional 2, so he's got 3, and then the booster of 1. So that's 4 scheme. Oh, that's not going to break it yet. It is still at 6, 7 of 10. Actually, 10 plus this 4 is 14. So, still feeling okay about that. And then, he's going to do this card against me, whatever this is. This is Swarm Attack. Each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. If no attacks are made this way, put the top card of your deck into play. Well, attack was made right here. 1 damage to me. Okay. This should end real quick. Okay, we're going to switch over to She-Hulk. She-Hulk is going to do 2 damage. But where do we want to do that 2 damage? Where, indeed, do we want to do that 2 damage? We're going to do the 2 damage. This is where things get tempting. I could do the 2 damage here, use Interrogation Room to get 1 threat off the scheme. But I think it's going to be more beneficial for me. We're doing it. We're going to do it. We're just doing it. So we will switch to She-Hulk, doing 2 damage here. Boom. Taking 1 threat off the scheme in the process. We will do 1, 2, taking 2 damage, drawing 2 cards. Okay. We will spend this 2 energy here on Superhuman Strength. Superhuman Strength is going to give me +2 attack. So that's 3, 4, 5 attack. We will go ahead and use that. 3, 4, 5 attack, taking him 7 down to 2. And he is now also stunned, which is even more beneficial, honestly. Then I have plenty of cards here to try and get rid of that last 2 health this turn. Probably, well, Hellcat's only going to take her down 1, huh? Okay. I don't really want to go another round, but I might have to. was hoping I could wrap this thing up this turn. Well, at least he can't attack me. There is that, for what it's worth. So 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, get this out there. I still won't be able to afford Hellcat. So 1, 2, 3. Right here. Okay. With that 3, we'll play Hellcat. Hellcat will attack for 1 damage. Boop. Then Hellcat has an action. Return Hellcat to your hand. Okay, we'll just return Hellcat to our hand. Spend it here for Ground Stomp, doing another damage to every enemy. Boom. Ultron is defeated twice. This is great. Like I said, I haven't beat him once in any of my practice hands. To do it twice on camera now, I'm pretty excited for, because I thought I was doomed tonight. We are again going to pick up, set up, and be ready for our 3rd attempt of the night and final one for this round. And then I'll come back and I'll explain what the Solo Champions is before we get back to it. So I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Ultron is back, and just Jennifer Walters / She-Hulk is back. So before we get started on our third attempt of the night, I just want to talk a little bit about the Solo Champions League. If you've watched any of my other videos, you probably heard me talk about the Solo Crisis League, which is a solo league I started for the DC deck building game. That was actually inspired by someone else's attempt at a Solo Champions League for Marvel Champions. Unfortunately, that group fell apart, so I kind of took it upon myself to relaunch it using the experience I got from the DC deck building Solo Crisis League and kind of re-implemented it a little bit in order to make it work for this new system. How that works is, well, Marvel Champions is a co-op game that can be played solo or up to, I think it's 4 players, maybe more. What's the box say? It's back there. I'm not looking right now. So, basically at the end of it, it has a win-lose condition. You either all win or you all lose. There is no ranking system. There is no score. It's just you either won or you lost. So what the Solo Champions League does is it takes this win-lose condition, takes a couple of trackable pieces of data from your game, and says how well did you win? What phase were you on in the threat stack? Is that what it's called? It's called a scheme. What phase you on in the main scheme? How many rounds did it take? That's why you see me using this counter to see how many rounds it takes me, because I'm never gonna remember. And how much health did your hero have at the end? Now with She-Hulk, that's gonna be a little bit skewed. I think a lot of people are going to have really low health scores in order to use that Gamma Slam ability as much as possible, and that's fine. But it is a rankable stat. So, with all these things in mind, you're just trying to make the highest scoring game and really just your best game. So, get the villain out fast, be as strong as possible at the end, have no threat on the scheme if possible. Just see how you do. So, we take all these things and we rank you basically. It's not always the person who does like number 1 in a single category that wins. Usually the person in the top 3 categories might have a single number 1, but they're usually like middle of the pack in a lot of things. So you don't have to focus on being like the best possible player. As long as you play well and don't take any heavy losses, you're going to do pretty good. So check out the link below if you want to give it a shot. If you like Marvel Champions, I don't do a lot with the expansions just to get as many people involved as possible. I do give options and opportunities for people to use the expansions. They are available to you, of course, but I don't make it mandatory. So if you just have the core box, you can play. Check out the link below. Let's get round 3 in. Okay. So we are Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk. We start with 6 cards in our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Crimson Cowl. Put the Ultron drone's environment into play. We did. Shuffle the encounter deck. Advance to stage 1B. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play. Face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Boop. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see if there's anything in here we would like to... Nope, I want to use all of these cards. This is dangerous. This is real dangerous. There's not a single card here I don't want out here. Okay. First off, we will spend Ground Stomp here to get Interrogation Room out. Then we will switch over to She-Hulk. She-Hulk is going to take out this minion. Normally we would exhaust Interrogation Room, taking a threat off the scheme, but there is no threat on the main scheme, so not going to worry about it. Now what do we want to do? I have a few different options here. I do want Focused Rage out there. I think that's going to be good long term. But I also have 1-2 Punch available to me. 1-2 Punch is going to allow me to say, hey, let's do 6 damage on the first turn alone. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say no to both of those. 1, 2, 3 to use Split Personality. Change your form, flip your identity card, then draw up to your printed hand size. So we are going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can do anything. Ooh, Gamma Slam again really early. Not ideal. 2, we are going to do one. Ooh, that Mockingbird is tempting. We're going to spend Gamma Slam because I wanted to come back later. Oh, there's a Haymaker in there. Didn't see that. So we will spend one and these two. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get Nick Fury out here. And we'll use Nick Fury's ability to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Nick Fury will then, bam, he's going to attack Ultron for 2 damage. 1, 2, bringing him down to 15 on the first turn there. 1 damage here to Nick Fury in the process. Then I can get Under Surveillance Team out there because of Power of Justice, or I can get Mockingbird out here and put Ultron immediately in a situation where he can't attack me. So, do I want to avoid Ultron's... You know what? We're not going to use Mockingbird. And the reason for that is we're going to defend of Nick Fury this turn, because Nick Fury never lasts longer than a turn. So that's not really going to help me long run. So we're going to use the Power of Justice to get Surveillance Team out here with its 3 tokens on it. And again, we exhaust the card, remove 1 token, remove 1 threat from the scheme whenever we want. And I think that's going to be it for this turn. Ready, everyone up? 3, 4, 5. These are some Justice-heavy hands. So we're going to see if we can actually do anything with that. We will use I Object to stop anything being added to Crimson Cowl. We will defend Ultron's attack with Nick Fury. His attack is going to be 2, 3, 4. Goodbye, Nick Fury. Goodbye. And we will have to get... He did attack me, so we will have a new drone come out. And we have to get an encounter card getting ready for number 2. Round 2. Caught off guard. Discard all upgrades. Discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains Surge. Ooh, so that's going to be one of these 2. Now, here's my thought process, okay? Surveillance Team is great. I did spend everything. I didn't get to use it all once. But it only lasts 3 times. I can only get rid of 3 threat in the grand scheme of things. Interrogation Room can get exhausted once per turn. And with all these guys coming out, that's quite a bit after a while. So we are going to get rid of Surveillance Team. Even though we kind of wasted it, that's okay. That's just how it works sometimes. Anything here we want? And we can get another Surveillance Team out. That's cool. We will switch to She-Hulk, defeating this guy. And then, I think I want to get Mockingbird out so he can't attack. I think that's exactly what I want to do. So we will spend, 4 Justice, Great Responsibility, and Surveillance Team to get Mockingbird out here. After Mockingbird enters play, stun an enemy. Ultron stunned. Now, we will do 3 damage with She-Hulk, 1 damage with Mockingbird, bringing him down 4 more to 11. Okay, bring everyone out. We only get to drop the 4 this time. That's going to be a pretty tempting turn coming up. All right, 1 threat goes on the main scheme. There's that. Ultron goes to attack, but he can't because he's stunned. So, and next time a character would attack, discard the status card instead. So after Ultron attacks, you choose to either place 1 threat in the main scheme or put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engage view as a drone. We are going to enter turn 3 here with a new encounter card. And it reads, Gang Up. When revealed, the villain and each minion engaged view attacks. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, bringing me down to 10 health pretty early on. That's okay. That's how She-Hulk's built, right? That's what we're going to tell ourselves, at least. We will use Mockingbird's 1 damage to take out this drone and take 1 threat off the scheme using Interrogation Room. Now I've got kind of another long-term effect here I have to think about. And that is, do I want to use 1-2 punch to do 6 damage this turn? Or do I want to do superhuman strength to do 5 damage this turn and stun the enemy again? Or do I want to use focus rage? I think we want to do superhuman strength. So we're going to spend 1-2 punch and heroic intuition to do superhuman strength. Now when we attack, we will do 5 damage, bringing this 11 down to 6. And we will stun Ultron in the process. So he thought he could attack, but he was wrong. It was so wrong. And we will switch over to Jennifer Walters' side, ready everyone up, and draw up to our 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we still have Crimson Cowl over there. We will use I Object to stop the initial, whatever you want to call it, the initial scheme. He's going to scheme for 1, 2 threat on the main scheme. Boop, boop. And then we have an encounter card coming our way. Anything I can do in here? Doesn't look like it. Sometimes there's cards that like block encounter cards, and those are something I look for. Rage of Ultron. Never sounds good. Ultron schemes. Discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way. So he's going to scheme. He has a scheme of 1, which is more than enough to break that, so we will be going over. So that's 1. And deal 1 damage to each friendly character. Okay, that's bye-bye Mockingbird. And 1 damage to She-Hulk, bringing us down to 9 health. And this is going to break, and that was what? That was 1 card being discarded in the process. We are now on to Assault on NORAD. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down. Engage with them as a drone minion. Advance to stage 2B. Okay. That was... Did we do our encounter card? We did. It was Rage of Ultron. Of course we did. Of course we did. We will switch to She-Hulk defeating this minion. Normally that would trigger Interrogation Room, but that's not happening right now. This keeps going out of place on me. Stay in position, man. All right. I think we want Daredevil out there, but I do want to focus Rage too. Helicarrier would help also. I think we're going to go for Helicarrier this time. So, we will go Helicarrier. Helicopter rides. Helicopter rides. Not sure if you're familiar with that. I'm very familiar with that. Anyway, Helicarrier reduces, so I can exhaust it to choose a player. Choose a player, reduce the resource cost of the next card they play. So basically, like this 1 cost card, I can just exhaust this and play it. I don't have to discard anything in the process. So we will do our 3 attack, 1, 2, 3, bringing Ultron down to 3 health. We will exhaust Helicarrier to play 1, 2 punch, readying up She-Hulk, attacking again, and bringing him down to 0 health. Isn't that funny? How it took us 7 turns to defeat him once last time, and we did it in 4 turns this time, and he's stunned at the end of it. That's just wild sometimes how this game swings depending on what you draw as encounter cards, what kind of schemes you get, what boost cards he gets in the process. It's fun. I like it. Do I want to switch over to the other side though? I think I do. I do. I want to be Jennifer Walters. So I'd get 6 cards. Switching every other turn helps a lot. Wait, can I do that? I don't think I can, because I think I started that last turn as Jennifer Walters. Can't do that. So, beginning of the villain turn means 1... Oh, wait, what am I doing? We have to switch to the next stage of Ultron. So that has 17 health, 22 health. Whoops, 22. Alright, now with that... When Ultron attacks you, I have to take minions out and all that fun stuff. So, after placing 1 threat here, which we are about to, Each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into play as a minion. We're just going to go the minion route, as has been the norm. Okay. My turn, right? Did I miss anything? He hasn't even attacked me. He's going to attack me, but he can't because he's stunned. I will take 1 damage, though, because of the drone out there. And then, for turn 5, our encounter card. And it reads, upgraded drones attached to Ultron drone's environment. Each attack drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit point. Okay, that's not so bad because we can switch back and forth to get 2 damage easily. We will play Helicarrier and Strength to get Focused Rage out here. We will exhaust Focused Rage to draw a card and do 1 damage to ourselves. We will spend Energy to get Enhanced Physique out here, which gets 3 counters on it. Okay. And then we will do 3 damage to Ultron, bringing him down to 19. There we go. And I think we're going to switch to the Jennifer Walters side. Yeah. I could have gone for this and that. So I could have attacked the minion, I'm saying, and then that minion would get rid of this threat with Interrogation Room. I decided not to because I want to try and get Ultron down, because I think we saw Gamma Slam pretty early, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there it was, pretty early. And we're almost to the end of this deck, so I want to get to Jennifer Walters' side so I can draw additional cards and get Gamma Slam back in play as soon as possible. Additionally, I want Ultron to be pretty low, because if I can do that 15 damage, I don't want him to be at 20 health at the time, because I have to do 5 more damage afterwards. There's a thought process in there somewhere. You can try and decode me. I invite you to. Alright. We can draw up to 6 cards now. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then with that we have to shuffle up our deck here to draw 1 more card. I think every single one of these 3 games I've had to shuffle my deck once, and it was always for 1 card. It's just funny how that works out. Alright, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 1 more card for 6. I'm looking forward to this next turn. Alright, so I Object is going to stop 1 more card from going to Assault on NORAD. He's going to Scheme, so this is 2, 3, 4, and then whatever this boost says. So that's only 4 then. That's not so bad. I've had much worse turns at that. And then we have 2 encounter cards before round 6. So this encounter is Android Efficiency. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Very well. And this one is Repair Sequence. Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with you, if no damage. So it's going to be 4 damage he's going to heal. He can only go up to his max of 22. Wait, whoa, we're at 19. So he can only go up to his max of 22. All right, here we are, back on this beat. I'm just studying here to see which ones I want to use this turn. Probably Jessica Jones for the damage. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll do 1. You know what? No, not yet. Bring it back. Bring it back. First off, we will switch over to She-Hulk, defeating this card and exhausting Interrogation Room to get rid of this card here, that threat token there. We'll use Focus Rage to take 1 more damage and draw a card. Ooh. Ooh. We will then spend this surveillance team and legal practice on 4 justice. And 4 justice is going to get rid of 4 threat on the scheme, saying goodbye to this 4 threat. And we can get 1 there, 2 here, 2 power there, I mean. And then 3 and 4 to get Avengers Mansion out here so we can draw an additional card every turn without taking damage. That'll help. We'll draw Nick Fury. Can't really use it this turn, but that's still something. We will attack Ultron for 3 damage, bringing him down back to 19 where he was. He's right back where he was, but we have a lot more stable selection of upgrades and stuff out here for next turn. Do I want to switch sides? I don't think I can. I started on the other side. So we will stay as She-Hulk, drawing up to our 4 cards. Okay. So 1 threat goes on the main scheme. And then after placing threat here, I can either place 2 more threat there or get an additional minion out here. I'm thinking that I might want to do the threat this time. Because what I'm worried about is that Gamma Slam's going to end up as one of these minions, since it is one of my cards, and I'm not going to get to use it at all. That's kind of a fear I have right now, or an apprehension, I should say. I don't live in fear of card games usually. Now, maybe what we'll do, I think I will do the 2 threat. We're going to take the chance on 2 threat. I don't normally live life like that. Today I do. Now, we are going to get attacked. So when he attacks, another card's going to come out. And they get an additional +1. So that is 1, 2. Well, they actually have their own attacks. So first off, he's going to attack for... He gets +1 for everyone. So that is 2, 3, 4. And then whatever this is, maybe we should defend against this. We will. She-Hulk's going to defend against this one. So that's 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a good thing I defended, that's for sure. And that'll bring us down to 2 health. Right? 7 minus 3 is 4. We were at 6, so yeah, it's 2 health. Oh, I think I'm dead. I don't think there's anything I can do. Because these guys both have 2 attack. Can I discard those right resources? Well, to stay alive, this is what we're going to do. We're going to spend this, we'll spend Jessica Jones, Strength, and, Nick Fury in order to discard this card so they each get only 1 attack. That's still going to kill me, though, isn't it? It is. I'm defeated. I lost. All of that was for nothing. That's okay. I had fun. I thought I'd lose the whole time anyway, so 2 out of 3, not bad. Sorry that I lost on the 3rd one. It happens. Hope you all had fun enjoying. I hope you're all interested in the Solo Champions League or Marvel Champions in general, because it's a really fun game. And if you're interested in the Solo Champions League, check out the link below. We'd love to have you there. More the merrier. We are on round 2 of season 1. We are doing 5 rounds this season, so every 5 weeks is a new season. There are overall leaderboards, season leaderboards, and round leaderboards. So there's all sorts of things you can get involved in, even if you miss a few rounds. So check it out if you're interested, and I hope to see you there. If you like the map, I have available my Etsy store. There's a link below. Enjoy. Thanks. Good night. Bye.